Hey, it's the Bright Queen. Long time no see. But I've been like itching to like channel messages. It's almost like what it is, that book Wayward Son, where it's like, it's been a while since I read it, but it's like he needs to get out, like he needs to use his magic or else it'll like just build up. I've been like itching to like tap in. So we're gonna do a quick reading. It's just gonna be very basic. What do you need to know right now? So anything that picks up, could be love, could be money, mama, health, whatever. And it's dragon deck fell down. Oh, and then now this one, as I said, they got jealous. So we'll be using these today for the reading. So go ahead and pick a pile. I'm hearing 4 readings. I don't want to do 4 readings, but it is what it is. 4 readings. This will be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Go ahead and choose. Wow, pile 1. The timer was at 111. Wow. Okay, so the first thing I heard was like, I don't sing R&B, but I'm really her. What's wrong with how you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only. I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone. It's from Sunday Service by Lotto. So I feel like specifically like this time about that line about like how you let them cheat and take them back. Must be your only one. Like there's something there. I feel like there's some sort of like insecurity within you. I don't know if you've like let someone cheat, but I don't know, it feels like it's one of those like stereotypes in like certain cultures, like Atlanta culture or like social media culture, where like you couldn't keep a man or something like that, like you couldn't lock somebody down, or like somebody chose somebody else over you. And it's like the culture of like, you have to be the baddest one. Like you can't never be the one that like got rejected. It's like Lotto, like she says like, he's trying to see if it's authentic or it's surgery. Please, Lil Nas X, the only one curving me. Like nobody's gonna reject me. Nobody's rejecting me. Everybody want me. But like in reality, like that's not true. Like that's not true. Like not everybody wants everybody, and it doesn't have to be about like you're not attractive enough or like you're not good enough. It just could be like that they don't like you. Like for me, for example, like it's certain celebrities, they could be fine as hell and like I don't want them. Like they're not my celebrity crushes. I don't watch them. I'm just not interested in them very much. I feel like, for example, like J-Lo, like Jennifer Lopez, which might be relevant for some people, like she cool and all, and like I like the old back in the day J-Lo, like from the movies. Like I love actor J-Lo from the classic movies back in the day. Like that's it. Like now she's very attractive and like hasn't done anything wrong per se, but like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like even she's getting rejected and she's J-Lo, you know what I mean? I feel like there's something with you where like you feel insecure for being normal, like for something that's normal. The first card you got that like came up is the Hanging Dragon. Yeah, this is in reverse. Like I don't know, like you're like held up about something. Like you're like making yourself suffer and like talking bad about yourself for something that's out of your control and literally is no reflection of your worth, like at all. This light is irritating me, so I'm gonna just turn it out for a little bit. Hopefully you can still see well. It was irritating my eye. And I feel like that's also something with like the Hanged Dragon, like maybe you're like on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, YouTube a lot, and you keep getting things about, you keep seeing other couples or people you know like that are dating and have like a person that you want, or you want something like that, and like you keep doing it not knowing that like you don't have to do that. Like if something is bothering you, it shouldn't matter like what the aesthetic is. Like for example, like me not making all these pick-a-card videos. I felt like I wasn't being appreciated. I feel like it stressed me out too much to make these highly edited videos to compete with other people. I stopped doing it. I wasn't getting paid for it anyways. Like, TikTok ain't paying you. I mean, if it is, good for you, but I highly doubt it's like paying a mortgage. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't that damn deep. Like, if something is bothering you, get rid of it. Like, I would have, like, Instagram will do this every once in a while. It'll like keep showing me these couples getting married, or like, it took me, like, I was single my whole life until my 30s and I finally found the one. And it's like this mixed couple. It's always the mixed couples. It's always like, that's what they show me for some reason. I don't know if everybody else get this, but I get these mixed couples. It's like the black girl with the white man, and he's finally, like, he's rich and he's handsome and they're together and they don't have any issues. And it's like, oh, and I'm like, I'm not interested. So I click the little button and I say, I'm not interested in this. Don't show me this shit again. Like, that's how you need to be. Like, that's what you need to know. That's what you need to hear. Here's some about your coins, honey. Your coins. We have 3 of Cups. Spirit is saying hold all 3 at once. Give me a second. We have Page of Coins, honey. We have 6 of Swords. So you have like all different suits. You have different suits, and like hearing that, it's making me think of, I'm hearing Coachella, but I'm seeing like the Incredibles, and like how they have different suits. Like they have like the original ones that was blue, then they have the very high quality ones that are made by Edna, and then they have the ones from the second movie that are made by that tech company. And then she, like, Incredible Woman, Elastigirl, Incredible Woman, she ends up going back to the suit made by Edna. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, like, despite this like devastation and like this heartbreak of this loss or whatever it is you wanted and you didn't get, like, Spirit is encouraging you to like go back to your suits, go back into the many creative avenues or many lucrative avenues that you had in the past that like brought you joy. Like, let's say because you were so after this connection or this person, or you wanted this to happen, you closed out like 2 doors and focused on one that made you closest to this person. Like, let's say this person is a DJ and you like DJing, but that's not the only thing you like. But because you were trying to like be up on this person, you honed in on your DJing. Meanwhile, like, you used to like make pottery, you used to bake cookies. Like, Spirit is saying, like, get back into those bags. Get back into those bags. Okay? And also, like, I want you to know, like, it's okay to be sad. Like, I feel like it's also, like, maybe just get off social media for a little bit. Because I feel like social media can make it seem like, okay, like, get back up, girl. Like, get back at it. Like, don't let nobody keep you down. Like, forget about them. And it's like, but I don't want to. Like, you can still have your crush. I remember I used to be so mad at my like friends who are not my friends anymore when I used to like have huge crushes on people, and they would just be like, don't like do anything, like don't give it all up to this person, like don't give everything to them. And I'm like, me liking someone and having a crush on them is not the same thing as me like taking actions towards that person. Like, I'm allowed to feel how I want. I'm allowed to write poems and take walks and romanticize this person. Those things are different from like me blowing up their phone or like going to their house and knocking on their door. Like, it's 2 different things. Like, allowing yourself to feel how you feel versus like acting on something is different. It's kind of like that phrase that Taylor Swift says where she's like, there's no, like, it's from that song Guilty as Sin. Someone told me, like, you have to take actions in order for it to like be real. Like, you can't be fraudulent or you can't be sinful with thoughts. Oh yeah, she said, someone told me there's no such thing as bad thoughts, only your actions talk. Like, it's not the same thing. But at the same time, like, be kind to yourself. Like, don't beat up on yourself while you're romanticizing or like while you're doing your feels. Okay. I'm also hearing like Billie Eilish would be like great to listen to at this time to like get it out. But okay, that's all, Power One. Leave a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe. Pile 2. I know the light changed. It's okay. What I'm hearing in my mind is like, you're getting a new beginning. Like, I haven't used this deck in so long, and I was like, I felt like a little joy. Like, this is one of the first decks I got. That's why I was so beat up. And it was like, oh, like, I'm so happy to be back. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like the Six of Swords came out. I haven't looked at the cards yet, but there's definitely something new, someone new coming in. Like, it's reminding me of like when I went to China and like, I was like, oh, I want to have like a romance and I want to have a crush on someone so bad, and I was so fussy. And then I did, like, I met somebody and I was like, oh, this is like the thing. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, what you need to know is like, don't have like this is gonna be a new experience. It could be a return of someone, but like the tea is that this is mostly about like you and propelling you forward and giving you that oomph, that push of what you need in order to like continue to uplift yourself. And this is something that like was very humbling to me recently. Like, I had to admit that like I needed help. Like, I need help. Like, I need other people to help me. I can't just like bear the weight of the world just on my own with nobody hugging me, like nobody telling me it's gonna be okay. Like, I'm like, no, I need people telling me it's okay. Like, I need people hugging me and stuff. And as I said that, I felt like this whoosh of anxiety from my back, like reminding me like, oh, you have to go to work tomorrow. Like, you're not gonna be able to be like free. Like, this is temporary. You'll have to go back and do something. And it's so crazy because every time I go to work, I always dread it. And then I go and then I'm like, oh, I actually like this. This wasn't bad. It's just like this belief that you're being punished, that I'm being punished. And I feel like that's something you have. And so this newness that's entering your life, Spirit is saying like, remember, as this arrives, it's about you. Like, it's about you. This person that's coming in or returning or whatever isn't about, it's like, it's not a chance for you to like praise and worship them for like, oh, you came into my life like right when I needed it and you gave me this little thing that I needed. Spirit is saying like, you manifested this, like you created this, you expressed a need and it was met because you allowed it, you confessed it and revealed it to yourself. And so it showed up. And Spirit is like, this is a hint to do that in other areas of your life. Like, ask for what you really want. And like, don't try to predict your future so much, because you're doing it from a pessimistic kind of perspective. And that just, it's creating pessimistic circumstances. And because I haven't like picked up a card yet, I feel like you like, this is something that's like already on your mind and you already know this. Like, you don't really need this reading to like know this. Seven of Swords in reverse. I saw somebody like describing this card as like deceit. So let's take it like a deceitful card. And because it's in reverse, it feels like you're deceiving yourself. Like, Spirit is like, your life can be easy, and your life is easy. Like, start saying that. Like, I am living an easy life. I am living an easy life. I am living an easy life. I can enjoy my life. I am enjoying my life. Like, start saying these things because you have trauma and fear. Like, I remember somebody said like, everything that you fear has already happened and you survived it. You conquered it. Like, obviously you have. Like, you're afraid of like things being hard again. You're afraid of the other shoe dropping. You're afraid of having to struggle again. But you've already survived struggle. So there's no need to stress about like being taken off guard, because you already have the toolkit. You already have the antibodies needed to fight something that you've already experienced before. That's what you need to hear, pile 2. I always feel like very like woozy whenever I do these readings. Not always, sometimes. And I know I feel like it's because I'm tapping in to like collective consciousness while being awake, which is a feat. And I feel like I don't validate that enough with myself. And I also feel like other people don't like see the value in that. And I feel like it's not even about like, I don't know, other readers and stuff, but I feel like they also, like other readers, I know they like pause their videos and they sometimes take long breaks in between their different piles. I don't do that. I just go, like I could probably channel 15 piles if I wanted to. Like that's how talented I am. And like, I keep thinking like other people don't appreciate that and like see the value in that. But I know I keep also hearing on top of that, like, it's because I don't see how cool that is. And I don't respect how much energy that takes. And that's why it like makes me woozy sometimes, because I'm so powerful. So I'm able to channel these huge collectives like that with ease. Like I didn't take much time to prep before this video. These things just come to me. I'm just naturally like this. And so all these things I'm saying by myself, like this is about you. If it's coming out of your pile, this is me talking about myself, talking about you, talking about yourself. Like you're so powerful. And like, it's like that line by Taylor Swift, which I'm sure like Beyonce's probably said something similar, but because I have Taylor Swift memorized, it's like, I never miss a beat. Like I'm lighting on my feet, and that's what they don't see. Like people, they don't see how like on it you are and how smart and how clever you are. And it goes unappreciated by people around you, but it's also a reflection because you don't see that in yourself. I just saw 1717. Like you don't value that within yourself. You don't see how great you are. You don't celebrate how you never miss a beat, you know? And so I feel like you also need to like take time off. Pile 1 had the Hangman in reverse. This is crazy. I said you need to take time off. Hangman. All these cards are like flipped down so I can't see them, which I like to do. I like to challenge myself in that way. So I feel like you do too, since I'm saying that in your reading. So like challenge yourself. Like how much can I rest and get away with it? How much can I rest and like appreciate myself without depreciating myself to make up for how much I've been appreciating myself? You know? Okay? Pile 2, this has been your quick reading. Appreciate me. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Donate. Book a reading. You know? Whatever you want to do. But support me. I'm watching you. Like, I'm watching you. Subscribe, share, leave a comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile 3, what you need to hear. Many things. I was hearing like the song, "Who Let the Dogs Out? Wolf, 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 wolf." Then I heard like something about like there's a new baby, because I'm choosing this deck. And I always remember like whenever I've done readings for people with this deck, it's always people who like are expecting and they want to know like about their kids. Like this deck is like always new, because it's the Starseed Oracle deck, so it's like the new star seeds coming in. So like pile 3, are you expecting? Let me know in the comments. And if you're not expecting, you could be getting a new puppy, expecting a new puppy, a new pet, or like somebody in your family is expecting like a grandchild, niece, nephew, cousin, best friend, like godmother, like something like that. I also feel like since I'm like talking like this, like you have like an accent, probably like Latin, like Latina. I feel like you also like dibble dabble. Like I feel like you get readings. Like this ain't your first one. Like you might read yourself, like do oracle readings yourself, or like you get them regularly done. If you do, I would encourage you to get one from me. Email me queensensitivity1@gmail.com. Yeah, because I feel like you get them regularly. Like you are into spirituality. Like you have an accent, you wear your crystals. I feel like you like charge your crystals in like moon water or something like that. Like you do things, like you ground and stuff. Like you're the woo-woo friend. But yeah, expecting. This is nice. I like your personality. I'm really not getting much about like on my own about like what you need to know. Like I did feel like I need to like turn over the cards. Maybe what you need to know is like there's somebody expecting, or you're expecting, or your partner is expecting. Like you didn't know. Like double mission. Like this looks like a bubble, like a pregnant belly, or like two, like a new addition. Like I'm trying to turn a 1, 2 to the 1. I'm trying to make a 3 from that 2, you the 1, like the countdown. I feel like you're older than me. And like when that album came out, like the countdown album from the 4 album, like you were like older, like maybe in your 30s, maybe in your 20s. Like I was a child I was in like middle school when that album came out, but I feel like you were an adult when the album came out, the 4 album. And the 4 album, I didn't even think of this. This is how psychic people work, which is so fucking cool. That album is when like she was singing when she was pregnant with Blue. Like, wow. So like the number 4 might be following you. The color blue Ivy Carter, might be seeing her around. Like work a star seeds serve their world by being you. So I feel like what you need to know is like your personality is like wonderful. Like I keep not wanting to say that. Like it feels like I'm lying. Like I don't know. I feel like somebody, like maybe your mother or a mother figure has like told you that you won't make a good parent, or like they told you when you were younger that you weren't a good person. Maybe told you that you were fast, that you got pregnant too early. I don't know, something like that. Some sort of negative feedback from a feminine mother-like person, and it's interfering with you now. So I feel like what you need to know is like that voice isn't yours. Like that's not you. That's not you saying that. That's somebody else that's saying that. Portal. Like, so Spirit wants you to know that like right now, like you like spiritual woo-woo shit, and so you like pay attention to like portal dates or important dates, and Spirit is saying that date is coming up for you to be able to make a huge shift and walk through a portal and never come back, like in the best way. And like you know what date it is, whatever, something coming up, like you know what it is. I feel like there's like a being here, like a little puff being by my eye. Like I don't know, like here there's something like that. Yeah, it's this winter. I like my readings to be timeless. I don't like to talk about time, but I feel like you like to talk about time. Like you like time and like zodiacs and like shit like that and dates. Like this winter, a portal or an important date, could be somebody's birthday, could be like a personal holiday or a personal anniversary, something like that is coming up. This would be a great time for you to do all your witchy shit and like cross over into a new portal and like shed this old self that has an internalized critic from this female person or feminine person. Okay, so that's your short reading of what you need to know, pile 3. Don't be a hater. Comment now, not later. Leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Okay, bye. Thank you for listening. Pile 4. Hello. You like to take care of people? Because before I started your pile, like I had to like like my instinct was like to close up this other box. Like you really like have a very strong like maternal instinct to like just take care of people and just like make sure like everybody's straight and everybody's good. Like it's giving like servant, like being of service type vibe, like very much of service. And I feel like you felt very like ostracized when you were younger, and so like you overcompensate now to like make sure everybody else feels inclusive. And also like so far I've used a different deck per like pile, but yours wanted to like keep some cards from the last pile. Like you're very like nostalgic and like you don't want to let stuff go. Like you're very sentimental. Like the Billy Bossa Nova song, and she's like, I'm not sentimental, but I think of something with you tonight. Like you're very sentimental, and I feel like you try not to be, like in romantic settings, you try to come off as like hard and like tough because you're actually really, really vulnerable, because you know that you have like people pleasing tendencies and that you're an overgiver. And so like, you know that, oh, I feel like I just saw something move. Yeah, I did. Something just moved. Like you're like an overgiver. And so like when it comes to like romantic situations, like you're very, very like protective of yourself and who you like allow to let in close to you, because you know that you'll be giving like everything to this connection, to this person. You'll be revealing all your softness to this person. So you're like very like cagey and dodgy, but it's all a facade. And I feel like what you need to know is like that time is coming to an end. Like you are in a time in your life where like you no longer need that tortoise shell. And I feel like that phrase in particular is important. Like you no longer need like to approach romance or even friendships with this shell, with this hard wall up. Because to be honest, you're no longer an overgiver. Like I feel like you have good boundaries and you know when to say no now, because you've had to say no. Like you've been put in some really tough situations. You no longer idolize certain people. You no longer like you're no longer carrying so much guilt unknowingly. Like you might still have your slip ups where you're an overgiver and like a people pleaser, but now you're aware of it to the point where you are saying no more often and feeling less guilty about it more often. Kudos to you. I feel like you'll have a nice Christmas or like whatever you celebrate, like a nice holiday season, especially in December, like singing and like hot chocolate. I feel like some sort of like wish is coming true that's like very based in like childhood and feeling young, that you never get to experience because you're too busy being maternal and being the mother of everybody. I feel like you're gonna be getting like a chance to like be soft and be a kid. Like don't wait on any, like if you don't meet anyone or like nothing happens or like, I don't know, the person you're with doesn't like do anything, you should leave them if they're not. But like, you know, if your family isn't giving you that opportunity, like create it for yourself. Like divulge in being soft and giving to your inner child. This is a message that I've been like getting a lot from Spirit of like, be vulnerable. Like be vulnerable, Jabria. Like when you like somebody, when you have a crush on them, don't try to plug it up and like suppress it in order to be logical, in order to protect yourself. Like Spirits have been like, just love. Like if you see somebody you like, you think they're wonderful, like say it. Like say, I think you look cute. Like I like you. I like how you are. And, you know, open yourself up. Like you'd be surprised. Like it's not necessarily like safer. outside, but it's safer inside. Like, you've learned not to beat yourself up so much and like take rejection personally. So yeah, stop micromanaging. Like I said, like, embrace the inner child. Stop micromanaging the universe. Stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't have to be everybody's mama or their daddy. Like, let them live. Let them learn their own lessons like you did. Like, you had to. Let them learn it themselves. Yeah, you have like a lot of angels, like angelic support. Like, let them do it. Like, let the angels do it. Like, be like, I'm tired. Like, y'all do it. 7 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. 7 Chariot. Yeah, you have 2 7s. So like Spirit is definitely like around. It's a very like heavily spiritual time. And I feel like Spirit is saying like, your life is changing like in miraculous ways. Like, let us handle this shit. Like, let us in. Like, let us in, coach. Like, tap us in. Like, we gonna fuck it up. Like, this is what Spirit is saying. Like, let us in. Let us do it. Like, get out the ring. Get off the court. Get off the field. Like, let us do it. Like, we really want to like issue in some magical shit. Like, let us do it. Like, watch Christmas movies. Like, you see these rays of like help. Spirit is like saying like, let me help you. Ask for help and like say the mantra like, I am allowing help. I am allowing resources to flow into my life. I am allowing support. I am in a receptive mode. I am in my feminine energy. I am receiving gifts and abundance. Like, be very much in that. With this Knight of Wands, I feel like something's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen quickly and it's going to be hot. Hot and quick. And fast. Hopefully not in the bedroom. But like, something's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna be like, what's that movie called, After? Like, there was before and then there was after. Maybe watch that movie and like watch all the little movies after that. I love those movies. They're so like cheesy and corny and cheap, and I love them down. Like, that's what Spirit is saying. Like, let go and like be a little more loose, you know? Like, don't worry so much about getting hurt or like making a mess. Like, 8 of Pentacles is like Spirit saying like, let us do the work. Like, let Spirit work for you. Let Source work for you. If you see the number 7 is saying to relax and to allow. That is your message, Pile 4. Thank you for watching. I'm tired as hell. If you appreciate this, subscribe, donate, leave a comment. If you're wondering how to donate, it's a PayPal. It's in the description, but if you can't afford to donate, subscribe, share, leave a nice comment, things like that, because this has been for free.